welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive, really getting into this idea of wholehearted devotion to God.
Yeah, and we're using that devotional piece, Josiah's passionate pursuit of God, as a sort of guide.
Exactly. It focuses on King Josiah, and the description of him in 2 Kings is pretty striking.
Oh, absolutely. Unparalleled, it says. No king like him before or after, turning to the Lord with all his heart, all his soul, all his strength, following the law of Moses.
It really sets a high bar. So our mission today is, well, what does that kind of standout faith actually look like? And why does that total dedication matter so much?
That description itself is key, isn't it? It's not just one aspect, heart, soul, strength. It's total, a complete alignment, you could say.
Right. It's not just checking boxes.
Not at all. It's an internal reality driving outward action, a great example for us.
Okay, so let's unpack that first lesson. God really honors hearts that are fully devoted to him.
And Josiah's actions speak volumes here.
The devotional points out he didn't just sort of passively believe. He acted. He brought back the Passover.
Which was huge. Think about it. That was their core covenant festival, basically forgotten for years.
Yeah.
Bringing that back was a massive statement.
A revival, really. And then there was the idol smashing. He actively purged the land of competing loyalties.
To physically remove them. Showing his devotion wasn't just internal sentiment. It was visible, decisive action, a deliberate turning back.
So the point is, God sees that. He values that kind of sincere, complete commitment.
Exactly. And Josiah shows it's possible, right? Even when things are, challenging culturally or politically, God responds to that sincerity.
Which leads to some practical stuff the devotional suggests for you, the listener, like choosing one act of bold obedience today.
Yeah, just one thing. Doesn't have to be world-changing, maybe just personally significant.
Or cultivating excitement for reading God's word, not as a chore, but something you actually look forward to.
Getting that hunger back. And it also mentions inviting others to worship, that communal aspect.
Right, sharing the experience. And finally, maybe the simplest but hardest, praying for renewed passion in your own faith.
Yeah, asking for that fire again. It's interesting how it blends the personal actions with the communal and the, internal spiritual side.
It suggests a faith that's lived out, not just kept inside.
Yeah.
Okay, but then there's this almost paradoxical element.
You mean the second lesson, faithfulness being worth it even in a broken world.
Exactly. Because despite Josiah's incredible faithfulness, the devotion notes he died young, and the nation, they still faced hardship later.
Right. It's that reality check. Following God doesn't mean a life free of pain or, disappointment.
It's not an automatic shield.
No. But the value of his faithfulness wasn't canceled out by his death or the nation's future. God sees that devotion. The devotional really stresses that it's never, ever wasted.
Even if we don't see the immediate payoff or the full picture.
Precisely. It has an intrinsic worth. God sees it, he uses it, he rewards it, maybe not always in ways we expect or see in this life.
So the guidance then becomes, keep doing what's right, even if others aren't. Trust God's bigger plan, even when it's confusing.
Persevere, keep going when things get tough, and focus on leaving a legacy that's, God-centered.
It shifts the focus, doesn't it? Away from immediate results towards, like you said, that long-term impact.
Planting seeds, maybe, for a harvest you won't personally see, but that still matters profoundly.
So, wrapping up this look at Josiah, the core message seems really clear.
Following God wholeheartedly, with everything you have, it counts. It deeply matters.
The devotional puts it simply, follow God with everything. You won't regret it.
It's a powerful call. Especially, today, with so many things competing for our attention, our loyalty, that all-in commitment is challenging.
Definitely. So maybe a final thought for you to consider. What's one specific area, just one part of your life, where you could intentionally lean in more fully to what you believe?
Yeah, where could you dedicate yourself just a bit more completely?
And how might doing that? How might that change things? Not just in that one area, but maybe your whole perspective, the choices you make day to day, something to really think about?